Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back to the underground. We're going to get into another reading for love to see what could possibly be going on underneath the surface that you need to know. I guess this could be things that are hidden, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like purposefully hidden. It just could be underneath the surface that you're kind of like not aware of at this time when it comes to love, but things that you need to know, okay? So I hope these messages help you guys. I hope you're doing well as can be expected. And don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys, because it definitely will help you to keep your sanity, okay? Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you want to book a personal reading, that will always be linked in the description box below, in the link tree and in the description box. If you want to check out any of my other channels, I have plenty of archives of readings, past, present, and future. The link tree has all of the information that you need. All right. Yes. Be sure to let me know in the comments if it's resonating, okay, you guys? But let's see for the collective, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, when it comes to love, romance, relationships, for the collective. What is underneath the surface? What is beneath the surface when it comes to love? Oh, look at that. Older woman, but it came out in reverse. So this could be speaking about a younger woman. This could be you. You could be an older woman, but you don't look your age. You could be, did I say younger woman? Wait, you could be an older woman, but you don't look your age, or you could be a younger woman, but you don't act your age. Rich woman. Wow. And new career. Some of you guys, congratulations, you just got a new job, or you have a new career path opening up that is very lucrative for you. Okay, and you could be still in your prime, I guess, whatever the fuck that means. Okay, what else? What's beneath the surface when it comes to love? Research. Okay, so finding information, reading. I just heard archiving. So you could be archiving information. You could be researching things, learning things, finding out new things, looking into things, and then like bookmarking it, saving it, archiving it in case you need it in the future. Loneliness and moving forward. Some of you guys are trying to figure out how to move forward in your life from some type of loneliness or feelings of abandonment. Okay. You could just be on your own, very independent, and to fill the time. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily lonely in a negative way. It just could mean that you're very independent or on your own. And you're just filling your time learning new things. Okay. What is underneath the surface? We also have karmic partner and date. Okay. Okay. That was a shift, okay, in the energy for sure. There could be an important date coming up. This could be about dating. Some of you may have been dating a karmic partner, or you feel like maybe now you're dating a karmic partner, somebody in your life who's supposed to teach you a lesson, okay? You're supposed to learn something from this situation. You could just be researching karmic relationships, any type of spiritually attached relationships. We have crystals. And birthday. Yeah, it's like you're trying to gain some type of clarity. Okay, that's how I see the crystals card. You could be trying to also cleanse your energy of people who are karmic in your life. You're doing a lot to rid yourself of the energy that those types of people may have caused in your life. You may be a Gemini. Happy birthday to you, boo. Okay, or you could have been doing this since your birthday if your birthday has passed. Or you could be doing this because you know your birthday is coming up and you want your energy to be clear. Okay? Some of you literally may have gone out on a date with a specific person and you are trying to find information out about them online, okay? You could literally be looking for what's underneath the surface, right? Since I themed the reading in that way. You could be trying to find anything that someone is hiding from you or anything that's underneath the surface with somebody. You may not trust someone who you're dating. But let me just say this as well. I feel like some of you guys could be in a new career, or some of you guys could be very successful right now when it comes to your career, who it is that you are, what it is that you do. And there's somebody who's researching you, okay? I feel like this could be either a young man or a young woman, okay, who's researching you behind the scenes, trying to figure out more about who you are, trying to figure out more about your past, who you've dated, who you've been with, what your story is, because they may be wanting to ask you on a date. Okay, what's underneath the surface when it comes to love for the collective? We have music. You may be hearing a lot of music at this time that reminds you of something in particular. Pay attention to the songs that you're hearing. You may also be a musician, or you could be dealing with a musician. Oh. Who's watching my channel? I'm just playing. You don't have to tell me. That's your business. Okay? Just support your girl. Like the video. God dang. No, I'm just playing. I'll be joking, y'all. I'll be joking. Lunch. Something may be happening around this time. Something significant can happen during lunch period as well as the afternoon. Surveillance. Someone could be keeping a very close eye on you. There may be a situation in your life that needs reviewing. If you play music in the afternoon, somebody could be watching you. I don't know. All right. There's definitely somebody really closely observing you guys, watching you. What else for the collective when it comes to what's underneath the surface? Harm. This could be a dangerous situation, or someone is trying to set you up to harm you. This can also be self-inflicted as well. No. You guys, I don't want the video to get demonetized. There could be some music that you're listening to that could be harming you when it comes to your dating life, relationships, or how you just see life in general. Be mindful of the music you listen to. Gossip. Rumors are being spread at this time. Be mindful of who you talk to and talk around. Okay, so somebody could be spreading some type of gossip that could be creating a dangerous situation. We have accidents. Someone could have been involved in an accident. Someone could also have made a mistake. So somebody is saying that they spread your business by accident. We've talked about that. I also feel like this could be someone who was recently in an accident, a car accident of some kind, or had some type of accident that they told you about in order for you to identify who this is. Or there could be some type of harm that someone tried to cause to you, but they're saying that it was an accident. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Someone also may have tried to harm themselves and it was an accident. I'm not trying to talk about Hallie and DDG, child. I'm really not. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is not a celebrity reading. But if they hear, listen, y'all, fright. Something could scare you, or you may be scared at this time. That just popped out. Okay. We have pinky promise. A promise has been made. And emotions. You may be experiencing a lot of emotions depending on the surrounding cards. That will give you context. I'm actually going to put this back and we're going to just shuffle again. But someone's feeling very scared. Like they're feeling very emotional, but the emotion they're feeling is fear. Maybe because of a promise that they made that they could have possibly broken. Or this could be a promise that you made and you're keeping your promise. One more card. One more card. What's underneath the surface with love for the collective? Broke. You guys, something is broken. This could be a heart, a promise, or a situation. So someone is afraid or feeling fearful because they broke a promise. And they're saying that it was an accident. I feel like there's some type of gossip to do with this, or gossip surrounding the situation, talking behind people's back, behind your back. Lunch again. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could be your sign or the sign of someone else involved. This could be people like going out to lunch and like gossiping about situations. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know how to take that. There could be somebody who went out on a date with someone even though they promised you that they wouldn't. I don't know what that's about. Or there could be a situation where you may have had a karmic partner, and Queen of Wands just showed herself. You could have had someone who was karmic in your life, and you may have had someone who maybe promised that they were going to do something for you, or promised that they were going to keep a secret, or promised that they weren't going to talk to your ex, or I don't know what the heck the promise was, but a promise was broken and someone is feeling afraid. What's underneath the surface when it comes to love for the collective? What is this message that you want the collective to know, Spirit? 8 of Wands. Yeah, so there's communication, quick communication, fast movement as well. Somebody's trying to get a message to you very quickly, or Spirit is trying to get a message to you that something could be harmful, that some type of gossip could be harmful, or someone was gossiping about you and it created some type of harmful results. 5 of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you had a dream about this. Y'all, that scared me. I feel like you had a dream about this. That you were going to know what was happening, or that you were going to see the truth, or that of what someone was doing. Someone's definitely gossiping. 10 of Cups. This is a family member, or someone who you consider to be like family, or someone who you spent a lot of your time with. Someone's trying to control the narrative in a situation because they want to be celebrated. But I feel like this is y'all's family member. This could be a sibling. This could be a parent. This could be a child. This could be a cousin, whatever. Someone is trying to control the narrative or beat you to the punch when it comes to talking about something that happened, when it comes to a family dynamic. This could also be somebody, if it's not a family dynamic, this is somebody who you worked with, or it's like you would go to lunch with this person. So you may have worked at the same job or something like that. What's the 8 of Wands? Sun and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, so somebody wants to tell you something. They want to get something off of their chest. When it comes to a lie that's been told, or when it comes to some type of gossip, either that they heard about you or that they said about you. 8 of Pentacles and the Tower. Excuse me. Somebody's afraid of the Tower. Somebody's fearing this destruction. Somebody's fearing maybe some type of backlash for what they've been saying. I feel like you're working on something that makes you really happy, but it makes other people afraid, or it makes other people fearful for the destruction that you could cause when it comes to what you say or what you communicate, maybe. Or when it comes to what they said about you. Someone could be getting backlash for what they said about you or what they said to you. But it's like someone's fear is causing the outcome to be exactly what they fear with the 9 of Swords. I feel the need to tell you guys to be careful of the decisions that you make from a place of like fear and anxiety. What's the Sun? 6 of Wands. You could be getting some type of attention. 6 of Wands. You're becoming successful doing something in a very unique way, or doing something in a way that's authentic to who you are. You're not doing things in your life the way that other people do things. You're not making decisions based off what other people are deciding to do. You're doing something from your own belief system or standpoint. The Moon and the 8 of Cups. You're transitioning into a place of success or prominence. I feel like you guys are walking through a portal. Literally, you're walking on a bridge, which can signify like transition. So I just feel like you're going through a transition. You could be very successful, but a lot of people don't know, and they're about to find out because you have the Moon and the Sun. There's definitely something hidden that's about to come to the surface. I feel like you walked away from a situation where your victory was hidden, or your victory was not publicized, and people are about to find out about it, and it's making somebody nervous because of what they said. You don't know that you won. You don't know that you were victorious because you've already walked away. I feel like you're about to receive some type of communication about like some type of 5 of Swords behavior from the past. And you don't know about it, or somebody didn't tell you about it. What's the 9 of Swords? But they're afraid you're about to find out. What's the 9 of Swords? 8 of Swords. Golly. Golly. Golly gee willikers. Dag nabbit. 3 of Cups. Judgment. Ooh. This could definitely be friends, family members, siblings, cousins, exes, people who you've dated in the past, people in the community. There's a group of people who are worried, very anxious and worried about being judged for what they've done to you, or being called out for what they've done to ostracize you. This is clique mentality. This is bully behavior. This is like coven behavior, all this type of stuff. Any type of cliques or groups or people who gang up on folks because they're very weak and have to gang up on people because they can't handle situations or confrontations on their own. Yeah, and this is the difference of 8 and 9 is 1. So that's Ace of Swords. So the truth, the clarity, someone is starting to realize that whatever they said about you to make you afraid, or whatever they said about you to make people look at you in a negative way, is coming to the light, and it's about to get back to you. Oh, it's about to get back to you. Real bad. Real bad. Because you, like 8 of Pentacles, you're focusing and working throughout all of this. What's the 8 of Swords with the 9 of Swords? Oh my God. 10 of coins reversed. So this could be a quick, sharp change or some type of quick situation or a new situation, something that hasn't been happening for very long. So all of a sudden, somebody's becoming afraid or fearful of the truth coming out or of you getting some type of truth or clarity. Your clarity is worrying somebody. Your communication could be worrying somebody or stressing someone out. Justice. And then the Fool. Justice and Judgment. Ain't that crazy? The Moon and the Sun. Ain't that crazy? I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be able to have some type of new beginning or fresh start in a situation. You're getting some type of balancing of the scales that's happening kind of quickly. Or this is the start of like your legacy in some way, shape, or form. What's the Six of Wands with the Sun? Emperor. There's someone in a position of power who's paying attention to something that you're doing. Some type of action that you're taking. There's a person in a position of authority or power who sees it. You could be a Leo. But there's Aries. I said Aries. I almost said Aries, bitch. There's Aries energy out here. Possibly Taurus. Maybe Cancer. Pisces with the Moon. Scorpio, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Wands and the Knight of Coins. Someone is seeing how determined you are to be successful in a situation. And I feel like they're also observing the reaction that other people are having to your actions. I just heard shaking the table. Ooh, she's shaking the table, bitch. That was funny. Oh my God. So there's some type of message that somebody feels like they need to get to you right now. Or there's some type of communication that's coming in quickly or a lot of communication. What is this Eight of Wands specifically as possible, Spirit? Ace of Wands. This could be an opportunity for some of you guys. Some of y'all, this could be a job. We saw a new career. We saw, what the fuck? Rich woman. I couldn't think of it. Seven of Swords. King of Coins. Somebody may want to consult with you about a strategy that they have for a new business or a new idea. Somebody has a goal that they want to reach, right? And this could be you. You could want to reach a goal and you're just very determined. And things may move a lot more quickly than what you think. Your strategy may pay off a lot more quickly than what you think. Somebody is also getting caught up when it comes to stealing your ideas or your creativity. Some of you guys are getting attention on something that solidifies the fact that you were the originator of a thing. Somebody may have stolen your intellectual property or done some type of defamatory behavior to try to hide you or suppress you so that they could steal your work. Somebody's getting caught for stealing your work. You're about to get a message or communication about that. And I just feel like, wow. Because the Five of Swords, remember? And the Ten of Cups. What's the Ace of Wands with the Eight of Wands? Two of Swords. Yeah, you don't see that someone is like stealing your idea or stealing your creativity. This has been coming out for a while in different ways, right? This has been coming out for a while in different ways. And it's kind of like a situation where if anybody's plagiarizing your work or defaming you, you know, stealing your intellectual property, things like that, because they have a bigger platform or because they have more eyes on them, more people see them. Listen, you can only do that type of stuff for so long. And I feel like somebody is afraid. This was their worst nightmare from the beginning because, and that's why I feel like this ten of coins is reversed, because from the beginning, this is the end. Therefore, reversed could be considered the beginning. But since the beginning, somebody's been worried about you finding out that they're plagiarizing you, or they've been worried about you finding out about their cheating, their lies. They've been worried about you finding out about what they said when they were gossiping. Like there's this overall overreaching energy where somebody's just been concerned since the beginning that whatever they're doing under the table is going to be discovered. Or what somebody did to try to hold you back, harm you, betray you is going to be discovered. Somebody's been worried about that from the beginning. And they're starting to see that their worst fear is actually like Eight of Wands. Like it's actually coming true, I guess. King of Wands with the Two of Swords and the Hangman. Somebody knows that you don't see what's going on. And I feel like they want to tell you about it. Wow. What's the collective's energy in this situation? The Magician, bitch. This is a crazy reading, bitch. What is going on? And this, I mean, this could be as simple as people spreading lies and gossip about you, you being in a fake friend group, you having a gang stalking group of bitches who are clicked up, who want to like do crazy shit. But, and then I said that as the Three of Cups is right there again. I feel like a lot of you guys, your involvement in the situation or your energy in the situation is like you basically taking action to learn new things, try to find out new things, doing new things, experiencing life with the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're out here living life. Now, if the Knight of Wands was in reverse, then it would be something negative. But I feel like whatever action that you're taking is majority happening behind the scenes because the Magician is here, but also it's like whatever action that you're taking is with the intention or with the intent of manifesting some type of happiness, joy, celebration in your life. I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are doing. And majority of it is behind the scenes. Like, so you're not out here being braggadocious and boastful about what you're doing behind the scenes. You're not telling people, oh, I'm giving to the homeless every day. I go to the Chinese store and get the dollar scoop every day and go give it to a homeless nigga on the street. You're not doing all that. You're not showing, you're not being very like out there and flamboyant about how you help people or the things that you do in your life that make you happy. It looks like you're a very private person with that Magician card. A lot of the things that you do or a lot of the work that you do is kind of like hidden. And that could be because you want to be private, but that could also be because somebody is trying to keep you hidden for their own benefit. What's the Magician? The Seven of Cups. Wow. So you made a choice to manifest something or take some type of action, create something here. Okay. The Temperance and the Hangman again. Wow. You're really trying to juggle a lot of things. You're really doing a good job of it too, but I feel like you have a lot of things that you have to do every day. You got a lot of choices that you have to make every day. Okay. I feel like the reason why someone was able to kind of get something over on you, because that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody's been getting over on you for a while. and you haven't been able to pick it up or notice it. And I do feel like there could be a situation here where you need to be more observant, or there needs to be a way that you try to put protection mechanisms in place to keep you from getting into these types of situations. Use your discernment, things like that. But I also feel like you just have a lot going on. You wear a lot of hats, you juggle a lot of things, and sometimes you're not able to see exactly where everything is going, or what you're not able to see everything that's going on. And there could be some confusion here about what to do in a situation. And therefore, because there's confusion about what to do, you could be trying to like be very patient or be cautious before you take action to do something or say something. This could also be a situation where you are the type of person who's very balanced, and you balance the pros and the cons, or you look at all the sides of something, not just because this is not the traditional temperance card. Okay. This is I think it's Hindu in the book. They describe it, but all these arms, right? Listen, that means there's more than this or that. There's this, that. And it's like you're trying to get to the truth of a situation. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective and see like all the angles of something before you go to that Knight of Wands and take this action. And that's what makes you successful. Okay. It's like you don't rush to communicate about something or say something or do anything in your life before you look at all of those different angles to make decisions. Yeah. What's the Seven of Cups with the Magician? One more card. Yeah, the Four of Wands. Because you've seen how confusing situations can be. Four of Wands, relationships, home situations, when it comes to the things that you want and what drives you to accomplish your goals, you can attest to how difficult it can be to discern different parts of your life. Because I feel like you're fully aware of spiritual warfare and what goes into spiritual warfare. So you're not a dummy, because a lot of people out here talking about shit from a very uninformed, unenlightened place. But I feel like a lot of the things that you do, the ways that you show up in the world, how you act towards people, how you treat people, and how you think about things, look at things, speak at things, whatever, it comes from that enlightened place. And enlightenment, really what it is awareness. So, Ace of Coins and the Page of Swords. So you're in a position where an opportunity is being presented to you to form a relationship with someone. This could be romantic, but it could also be professional. And I feel like before you look into it, okay, you're doing your research, because someone may want you to sign on a dotted line. Somebody may want you to sign a contract, and they could be trying to scam you. They could be trying to steal your work. They could be trying to trick you with the Seven of Swords that we saw. Okay. Somebody may be trying to steal your idea and say that it's theirs. And this could be actually what's happening now. Like somebody could be saying that they love you and, all of these types of things. But I feel like you're starting to question things that are kind of confusing or that don't necessarily add up. Because if you do take action, you're the type of person who wants that action to be successful, or you want something to work out. Some of you have a very successful person who's looking into you. And they want to work with you. And they could be trying to rush you into making a decision. And I feel like they're trying to get you to see a vision that you may not see. So that's why you could be questioning it. But there could also be a situation where someone very prominent or important is watching you do something very unique. And they're observing you kind of like move at the beat of your own drum, and how you got folks kind of shooketh out here when it comes to that. And I think they want to get to you first because they actually do see your vision, where a lot of other people don't see your vision. I don't know. You guys got to use your discernment, because you should never make like serious decisions based off these readings anyway. Okay. But I definitely feel like someone's nervous about what they said or what they did in the past, because they didn't think before they made a decision, or they didn't think before they spoke. Okay, what else was I going to ask? Hold on. Y'all be sure to like the video, you guys. Let me see. What's the energy around the collective when it comes to this message? 3 of Swords. Yeah, so someone is kind of like punishing themselves. 3 of Swords. See that harm card? Look, this could be a dangerous situation, or someone is trying to set you up to harm you. This can also be self-inflicted as well. So self-deletion type of energy. There could be someone here who is feeling really guilty about what they have done to you, and they may be harming themselves because of it. And now this doesn't have to be literal, but this could be in their mind because it's swords, but it could be literal, bitch, because they literally came out in 2 cards, and I'm trying to be careful about what I say. Okay. And it's like, if they could have just reached out and asked you for help, or they could have just been more open and honest with their communication. But I feel like they're lying to you because they're ashamed of their actions, or they don't trust that you will understand their perspective. But I feel like you kind of already know or sense that something is going on. Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. See what I'm saying? So this is definitely a lie that's been hidden, or some type of nefarious behavior, actions. Somebody was doing something behind the scenes that was detrimental to you or hurtful to you, or that could have been perceived as hurtful to you, or possibly in a way it could have been setting you up. But it's like you kind of already knew it intuitively. But this person is feeling disappointed in themselves, or very ashamed of themselves because of what they did, because they feel like you know. You may not even know, but they feel like you know. Yeah. It's like you worked really hard for something, or you're very skilled at something. You've trained and prepared for something for a really long time, and I feel like they tried to scare you out of doing it or make you afraid. This could also be a situation where there could be someone around you who's gossiping about you because they're upset that you didn't tell them like your plans, like that whole storyline. What's the 3 of Swords? Or they didn't tell, they may be upset with you because you didn't tell them what you were dealing with or going through. But I feel like it's very private. I feel like there's this manifestation aspect of your life where right now you're trying to manifest a lot of things. You're trying to find your happiness. You're trying to become successful. You're trying to have a happy ending in a situation. And I feel like there could be people around you who feel like they could feel like you're lying to them. But really, you're just trying to protect your peace. I get where you're coming from, but I also see where they're coming from as well. Because somebody could be seeing you as very detached, or they could be seeing you as someone who... It's kind of like a friend who loves and cares about you. And it makes them sad to find out how much you've dealt with. Because I can feel the tears starting to well up in my eyes. So it kind of feels like it makes them sad to think that you thought that they were a problem in your life, because really they want the best for you, and you didn't tell them what you had going on because they love you and they really want to help you. And they may be hurting because they feel like you don't love them as much as they love you, because you didn't tell them what you were dealing with and you didn't share it with them so that they could help you. But at the same time, I get your perspective, because if that's the situation that you're experiencing, it may feel like you may be the type of person who always shares things with people to a certain degree, but you constantly repeat the same cycles. And it's kind of like, you didn't want somebody to be a crutch, not necessarily that they're a detriment to you, but like you didn't want someone to save you from a situation. It's like you wanted to learn how to save yourself on your own and show up better. You get what I'm saying? Ooh, my throat. Ooh. Oh my God. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And you could have somebody who loves you a lot, and it's not necessarily like, you don't want their help. It's more so like, hey, I'm trying to grow and teach myself how to do better. And in order to do that, I have to do it on my own, or I had to figure it out on my own. What's the Three of Swords? The Empress. Yeah, this could be your mother for some of you guys. But, that can also be a little bit unhealthy as well. That could be a little bit of an unhealthy attachment as well, because like you don't have to you're not obligated to tell someone your business or tell someone your plans or let someone know every little thing that you're about to do, because you don't know if someone actually has the best intentions for you. And sometimes when you have people in your life, especially family members or people who you've known for a really long time, and the fact that people don't necessarily understand fully the power that they have mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you may have someone around you who sees you in a certain light. And yes, consciously, they may want the best for you, but subconsciously, there could be some type of energetic interference that their presence can cause when it comes to what you want to manifest. So it kind of feels like, Three of Cups, yep. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who feels very disappointed, because I feel like they see you as a constant in their life, or they've always had you around, or they see you as someone very reliable or dependable. It feels like this is a friend or a family member or someone who you have a lot of good memories with, good times with. They look at you and see you very highly, and they didn't know that this was going on behind the scenes, or, they didn't know that you were going through this. But this could also be a person who you consider to be a friend, and you didn't know that they were talking shit about you and lying about you behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? So take it out, resonate. What's the Empress with the Three of Swords? Not the Ace of Swords, like I said. And the Three of Wands reversed. This is a truth that someone did not expect to either come out or for you to find out about. Cutting through the knots of confusion. Cutting through the bullshit. A truth that someone did not expect. And then we just saw the Three of Cups. Three of Swords is out here, and the Three of Wands is reversed. Someone gave up. Or they felt like you gave up. I mean, both could be true. I don't know. I also feel like this could be someone finding out about you having some type of success. And they're upset because they didn't believe in you or something. The Empress and the Emperor is here. And I feel like the Emperor is observing you and seeing you like as a focal point. They're focusing on you. And this Empress is like upset. So there could be a situation here where your mother doesn't believe in you, but your father does. Or someone could be like, you could have a sister or a brother or somebody who's upset about like your parentage, and maybe they feel like you were always the golden child or something like that. It feels like jealousy. Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Coins. Oh my, how the tables turn. Someone's trickery is backfiring. Somebody's getting caught in their own webs of lies and deceit. I feel like somebody was trying to keep you out of something. That's really what I feel. I feel like somebody's trying to isolate you, abandon you, keep you out of something. And the truth that they didn't expect is about to be blaring them in the fucking face. One more card for this Four of Wands, Seven of Cups, Magician for the collective's energy. Knight of Cups, yeah. I feel like you're feeling like you accomplished something. High Priestess and the King of Pentacles, yeah. You followed your intuition, or you're following your intuition. And there's this like stability. There's this groundedness. You're not rushing either. I feel like you're methodical. Oh my goodness, the King of Wands reverse, bitch. Look how it fell out. It slid out like this, and then the card flipped over. Ooh, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Somebody is angry that you're not only intelligent, but you're emotionally intelligent. There's a King of Wands energy. Could be a feminine or a masculine who is upset that you're an emotionally intelligent, stable feminine. Get the fuck out of here. And then we have the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords. Somebody is trying to target you. What? Oh, Seven of Swords. The Lovers and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you guys do not see whatever this is coming towards you, whoever this is. Okay. So for the person who is paying attention to the collective coming towards them, can they trust this person? The Moon, it's unclear. So I feel like it's multiple people or different situations for each of y'all. I feel like there's something going on underneath the surface. There's something that's not being said or something that's being hidden. Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. I don't know if you can trust this person. Because there's some type of conflict going on underneath the surface that you don't see. When it comes to someone being ungrateful, not appreciative, someone who doesn't see what's important in life. They're focused on superficial shit. Someone's focus is on something superficial. What's the Moon for whether or not the collective can trust this person? The High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, intuition, your emotions. What do you feel deep down inside? What do you feel like Spirit is telling you? There's a secret. I don't think you can trust this person because there's some type of secret. This could be somebody who's coming towards you who was really negatively associating with you or associating you with negativity or something. I don't know. King of Pentacles and the Judgment card. This could be somebody who's married coming towards you because the Emperor and the Empress is here. Somebody could be saying that they walked away from their husband, wife, spouse, whatever. But they may not have actually done that. This could also be someone who's presenting themselves as very like solid, secure, stable, balanced. But behind the scenes, they judge you really harshly. Or they're competing with you. What's the High Priestess with the moon? Two of Wands. Yeah, they're hiding some type of decision that they made, or they're making decisions behind your back. King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And it's like someone is upset because you're emotionally intelligent. You're literally intelligent. And that you have some type of balanced perspective when it comes to a situation, that you're protecting yourself. It's like two men are making a decision. It's two men. It's the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And they're both making a decision behind the scenes, either on your behalf or to compete with you in some way. That's crazy. But I feel like this is backfiring though. Or you're seeing these people clearly. You're seeing, if it's the same person, you're seeing them clearly. You know what? I just got a weird message, and this is very like specific. Some of you guys may not resonate with this. A lot of you may not resonate with this, but there's a person, you guys, for some of you, who is trying to, it's kind of like that situation. You remember when Megan Thee Stallion came out, and it was that other girl that came out, and that just goes to show the point that I'm trying to make. I can't even remember this girl's name. But they were like trying to put her out to compete with Megan Thee Stallion. Kind of like how Cardi B was put out to compete with Nicki Minaj and that whole beef and situations like that. I feel like someone is paying attention to what you're doing or what you're saying. I don't know what the fuck this has to do with love, but I guess I could ask that question. Maybe it's because you're getting a lot of love and support, which can turn into financial gain. But it's like that type of situation where somebody is trying to put out a plant, or they're trying to compete with you by elevating a person who is like a replica of you. That's what I was getting with this. But it's like you're the real thing. And it's like they want people to pay attention to the fake or the phony and ignore the real thing in an effort to compete with you. It's like that's what's going on behind the scenes. And it's this King of Wands and King of Pentacles working in cahoots to do it. Or it's just one person. This person is like a CEO or an executive. They're very successful. They're very visible. And I feel like they invested a lot of money in someone in order to like compete with you or replicate you, duplicate you. And you don't see that that's why, like, there's been some type of apprehension or something like that. And it's because I remember doing a reading a long time ago where I don't even know where I did this reading, but I remember this reading a long time ago that I did. I'm also getting the words break the ceiling. breaking through some type of ceiling, which could be indicative of the high priestess as well. Like there's no limit to what you can do, where you can go. But I did this reading a while back, and it was talking about, it was a long time ago. I think it was on Pisces channel. If you guys remember, let me know in the comments for those of you who've come from Pisces Network. It was about the fact that because you are anointed and aligned with God, you believe in universe, God, source, whoever you pray to, and you're of a higher vibration, that you can't be like manipulated or distorted or changed, or it's like you won't go along with the program. So there was like this calculated effort. There was this campaign of effort to basically choose someone who was willing to basically sacrifice themselves, or choose someone who was willing to do the things that someone knew you weren't going to be willing to do, and like replace you with that person. And I remember doing that reading, and that's what this kind of feels like. It's like the energy around you is of someone who made a sacrifice to be a certain way, or to be in a certain position that they didn't really earn with the Three of Wands reverse. And it put them in a position of abundance and wealth, or it put them in a position of a spouse, a wife, a husband, you know, but now it's like they're suffering in silence. Because they made the sacrifices that kind of like tore down their self-esteem, that tore down their self-worth, it tore down their sanity. And it's like you're over here choosing to do things from a more authentic place or something like that. I feel like that's coming up. What's this High Priestess, Two of Wands, and the Moon? One more card. The Six of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this could also be somebody who is supporting you secretly. Because they may be trying to use you in that way. Like this could be somebody who's giving you money or supporting you secretly so that you can be propped up and another person is like pushed down. I really don't think whoever this is, let's see, Three of Coins, Six of Coins, and the Page of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, it's like somebody's giving you recognition and validation, but they're conniving on the back end. Okay, so when it comes to, okay, so Spirit, we asked, can the collective trust this person? Who is this person who I'm just like, I don't know why I did that. Who is this person that they may not be able to trust? The World, Two of Cups. Interesting. In this deck, there are two people on both of these cards. So I don't know. It could be a Cancer. It could be a Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus. This could be someone who you no longer communicate with, or you stop talking to this person. Three of Coins could be an old coworker, someone who you worked with before, or that you talked about working with. It may not have resolved. It may not have, like, not resolved, but it may not have turned out to be anything. The Knight of Coins. I feel like this is a conversation that you'll remember having, or a person that you'll remember meeting. This could be someone who you met last year. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer. Possibly another Pisces. Possibly someone who does the same type of work as you, or you were coworkers at one time. But you may have met them like years ago. What's this Two of Cups with the World for who this person is? The Page of Swords. It's like there's an interesting or weird conversation. I don't think it's a weird conversation. I just feel like it's an interesting conversation. Page of Swords, Page of Wands. It's like you might have been messaging this person, talking back and forth. This could just be a situation, because I'm like, what does this have to do with love? It feels more like a career reading, to be honest with you. And I think that a lot of you guys need to realize that people are paying attention to what you're doing and the success that you're having. Because remember, we saw that new career at the beginning and rich woman. So this could be somebody who's seeing you become prominent in your career. And they may have asked you out in the past. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. They may have lied to you or deceived you when it comes to some type of communication, and that's why it ended. This could be someone who's seeing how successful you are, and they basically like settled for someone or something that was easier. I like that song. Good thing be good thing. I wanted to lose and be the one they dream about in a 2-bedroom house with a woman who's better for. She was better for my guess. God bless, but it couldn't be me. I know that's right, bitch. Couldn't be me. This is someone who I feel like is anxious or nervous or worried about some type of communication that happened between the two of you guys that ended. It feels like it ended abruptly. Like this could have been someone who lied to you, deceived you, ghosted you. You could have been wondering where this person went. You could have been like, what the fuck happened? You get what I'm saying? They're going to come in all of a sudden trying to communicate. And I just feel like you shouldn't trust this person, because I feel like they've discovered who you are, or they've discovered like something about your success, and now they want to ask you out on a date. So that's what's going on. Okay. Now this person could be a musician or someone who I don't know, does music, or maybe you guys had a conversation about a specific type of music. Baby, y'all, I'm just letting you know. They broke a promise or something like that. Maybe they said that they weren't gonna like judge a book by its cover, and they did, or they promised that they were gonna. I don't know, because the World is here and the Eight of Wands is here, so we saw the Judgment card. I feel like this could be somebody who hid the fact that they were talking to other people, seeing other people, whatever. I don't know what this is, but somebody's coming towards you, and it feels like there's some type of gossip that they either were talking about you, or there was gossip that they believed about you, or something. It's like something like that. It's like you went on one date and then they never called you again, or maybe you met on like a dating app and they just all of a sudden ghosted you. It feels like that type of situation, and now they're like thinking that they acted too quickly and they're rushing in to like talk to you or speak to you because they realize they fucked up. Okay, so what's the advice for the collective when it comes to this situation? Y'all know I always get down to the bottom of it, but I gotta let y'all know the details, bitch, so you know I'm not full of shit. Okay, now we have the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, the advice. Okay, so first of all, Spirit wants you to be aware that there has been a shift that's taking place. Be confident in your awareness that this person is getting caught up in their own trap. Remember, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, they didn't expect you to be the Empress, because you're not very flashy. You're not very like out there. You don't publicize your success or your accomplishments. Like, it's not like you're hiding from your success. It's not like you're ashamed of your success, but you're just not braggadocious. You don't gloat. And I feel like you need to remember that things are shifting in your favor. And like, even if I'm telling y'all, even if you've retired and you are not in a position of prominence in your opinion. People are seeing you in a very bright way. Spirit is telling you, you need to know your power, and the fact that you could be living in some podunk, pickaninny town. I don't know where these words are coming from. You could live in the most backwoods of the backwoods, and this could still be relevant. So what Spirit is advising you is, now that the tables are turning, things are shifting, and people are getting caught in their own shit, don't forget how amazing you are. This is also sentiments of the world. People who viewed things like tarot and being a cat lady, or being a guy who likes anime, or, you know, a guy who likes Lego sets. You get what I'm saying? If you a man who watch me and you into spirituality and you like building motherfucking Legos and playing video games, and you go to anime conventions, and or you into cars and you got that hobby, and you just be on your motherfucking shit, sweaty in your garage, putting your own car together, nigga. Let me stop. Okay, I'm getting carried away. But you get what I'm saying? There's a change of the tides. There's a turning of the tides when it comes to what is considered conventional or acceptable. Kind of like situations where when people started wanting to be nerds and geeks, and everybody had these big goofy glasses on, but you done had yours for years and they scratched up. You get what I'm saying? Don't forget who you are, and don't forget the power that holds. Because now everybody and their mama coming out the woodwork like roaches when the lights come on or turn off or whatever, and they want a piece of you. King of Pentacles. 7 of Coins. Right. Ooh, the thunder just rumbled, bitch. It's about to be a storm, and I'm feeling good today. Listen. There's a lot of value that you have, and the tables are turning, and it's shifting to where the investments that you've made and the things that you've always done ritualistically in your life to just be who it is that you are starting to become popular. Don't lose sight of yourself. Don't forget how these folks treated you. You don't have to, you don't have to hold on to it. You can forgive, but don't forget. Don't be stupid, because something is about to come in really quickly that you do not see, and it could be very nerve-wracking and scary and intimidating. There could be an intimidating person who wants to work with you, and I think this is part of what's going on. Sometimes when it comes to like Diddy and stuff too, and people be like, well, how could you fall for Diddy? And Diddy been this guy, and he always, the rumors going around. But when that motherfucker standing in your face, it's a power. I fully believe that Diddy is a warlock, but or he got a demon on him that's real strong that he has accepted into his life as if the demon was Jesus Christ. But there's definitely, ooh, you see that thunder rumbling, y'all? There's definitely that type of energy. And I'm telling you right now, I've been in situations where I thought I was smart and got real dumb in certain rooms and groups with people. And it's like, don't let someone's flattery, 8 of Wands, don't let someone's slick talking, slick tongue, mouth ass, don't let someone's used car salesman, a very suave, smooth criminal ass come and, swipe your panties off or swipe your drawers off and get you caught up. Don't let some smooth criminal ass, slick mouth, dirty devil bastard come in here and try to finesse you about your intellectual property, or into thinking that, don't let whatever this is go to your head. That's all I'm saying. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget what you've learned. Okay. What's the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands? Oh, it fell on the floor. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Yep. All the work that you put in, do not forget. Don't forget. Tower. Judgment. Ooh, there's definitely something that's about to be very shocking or sudden. And that's interesting because I just said the storm was rolling in, y'all. It's thundering out there. And I got the notification that it was going to be storming until about 9 p.m. or something like that. Yeah. You all of a sudden going from not being recognized, not being known, your work not being publicized to boom, pow, judgment. Everybody waking up to who you are and what you do. And it's creating a shift. You need to know that. So people are going to start coming in wanting to talk their shit. Don't forget to talk yours too. Okay, I'm just saying. Let's get a scoop deck, original scoop deck. Yeah, somebody's trying to cause some type of harm. Don't be telling folks your business unless you want the world to know, because people are gossiping. Don't think nobody is your friend. And this is the thing about it. I think that's remember what we talked about earlier. That's the type of attitude that I feel like y'all already have. But there could be somebody who is trying to make you feel guilty about that. They could be trying to be like, well, we friends. You know, okay. Like that whole situation a while back where, you know, everybody was mad at Megan Thee Stallion and, you know, Nicki Minaj was mad because Megan Thee Stallion started working with Cardi B and all these other types of things. And then Megan Thee Stallion was too mixy and everybody, listen. Please hear me when you feel me when I say what you hear me saying. Okay? It's something that's changing your status. And this is bringing in a lot of characters. Don't be mixing with people and think them motherfuckers is your friend. Because somebody is trying to use you. They doing research on you. What else does the collective need to know? Desires. Yep, someone is desiring you. Cleanse your space. New line of study. Researching occult things. Yeah. So there are new people coming into the spiritual community. Welcome. Hello. If you found me, you a lucky motherfucker. Okay, I'm going to tell your ass right now. Because all these bitches is out here lying through their teeth, bitch. Because a lot of you guys are cleansing your space, people are very much so desiring you. And because you are obviously somebody who is into occult things, they're starting to research occult things. They may be trying to do spells on you. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Folks be out here playing around with stupid shit. But that's okay because we all know. Look, if you knew and you are just now getting into tarot and things like that, don't be doing none of these fucking TikTok spells out here. These TikTok love spells. Somebody is doing a TikTok love spell on y'all. This is some craziness. And for some of y'all had a person who you met, asked you out on a date and ghosted you. They may have canceled on you. They may have just ghosted you before the date. They may have ghosted you after the date. Or maybe they didn't even ask you on a date. Maybe there's someone who it ended before y'all could go out or whatever. They're realizing who a lot of you guys are. And they're going to rush back in. They're going to try to rush back in because they see that they fumbled. And if you don't respond to whatever they do to rush back in, they're going to try to do a TikTok love spell on you. I'm just saying, what else for the collective, bitch? Transformation in reverse. Things are changing in your life. Someone desires you, but they don't want things to change in your life? What? Okay. Skeletons and the grass was fake. Exactly. See, secrets are being revealed. The grass was greener because it was fake. So, like I said, somebody settled for somebody else. Couldn't be me. She has her face beat and she's always home. And she put to sleep every dream of her own. And she lets you go cheat long as you come home. Ooh. And then she said something like searching for the one you let go. Couldn't be me, babe. Oh yeah, searching the streets for someone like the one you let go. Couldn't be me, baby. Like the one you let go. Man, I be yelling that song in the car. And y'all hear the rain. Y'all hear the rain. I can't stand the rain against my window. Dim, dim, dim. Bring back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window. And what's that other song she had? Interesting. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna let it go. I just got caught up in a channeling loop. That's how it will be happening, y'all. I get caught up in them channeling loops. But them secrets is coming out. They about to be revealed. How somebody didn't want your life to change. Somebody did not want your life to change. Because you cleansed your energy of them and they still desired you. And they probably did some type of love spell or some type of TikTok spell. Didn't know what the fuck they was doing. And that shit is backfiring. And they hate themselves. It's literally, that's what it is. Self-hatred. Self-deletion is hating yourself. Ultimately, at the core, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but that's what the fuck it is. You can argue all you want in the comments, but that's what it is. One more card for the collective. You see how dark it just got? Leveling up. I know that's right. Put your titties out. Put your titties out. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just getting all out of control. Leveling up. Let me calm down and become more demure and mindful. You leveling up. Kicked out. Yup. As soon as you kicked them out, you leveled up. And now they at their breaking point. This could also be a situation where somebody was trying to get you to chase them. You wasn't doing it. You was like, nope, boop. You flicked them. You flicked them, boop. You did like that. Look. If they were a little piece on a chessboard or a checkerboard, you said, bop, get the fuck out of here. Boop, get your ass up out of here. Should have had a V8, bitch. Bop. I used to say that when I first started reading tarot and I would hit the camera. And people used to get a kick out of that. Somebody reaching their breaking point. Ooh, y'all hear that? You see how dark it got in here, y'all? I love storms. What's this? Desires, transformation in reverse, and leveling up. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I also feel like you see that there's a person approaching you who's not on your level. And you know what's fucked up? Because I think this person felt like you weren't on their level in the past. But now that you've leveled up, they feel like, oh, now collective is on my level. I should go approach them. But they never approached you or took you seriously in the past because they felt like you weren't on their level. But now that you know that they're not on your level and that you've leveled up, now that you know what real is and you can recognize real and you see that they're fake or you see that they have not evolved enough to be on your level, you're going to end up rejecting them and they're going to be upset. Ooh, judgment. Yeah, you see this person clearly for who they are. Yep. And they are very immature. Very fucking immature. What's the Queen of Swords with these cards? Ace of Cups. Yep. You value your peace too much. You value your sanity. You love yourself way too much to be with someone who's very immature, delusional. But that comes with time, right? This could even be somebody who's younger than you and you feel like they're not mature enough. Page of Cups again. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Very finessey type of energy. Very mixy type of energy. Very much so energy where somebody wants to just talk to you and play games and things like that. Okay? Very distracted. And they it's love at first sight for them. But you like, oh nah, you too young. You too young. Even if you are younger, remember I said in the beginning with the older woman card, it's like you may be older, but you don't look your age. Or you could be younger, but you don't act your age, right? What's the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups? One card. Wow. The Lovers. Yeah. You know what real love is, or you're making a choice you're choosing yourself for a lot of you guys. Yep. Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. You have a plan too when it comes to your career or your work, your professional life, your strategy, the way that you want to be in life, what you want to achieve in life. And that's more important than playing around with somebody who's playing around, fucking around with the fuck arounds. You know? Because when you play silly games and you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I'm going to get one of these too. Hold on. Let me get one of these. What the fuck? WTF? Question mark? Exclamation? Question mark? The signs that are out here are Sagittarius, possibly. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Taurus, I already said. Leo with the Sun card. Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo again with the World. Cancer, Pisces, Moon, High Priestess. Yeah, and the Magician, Gemini, possibly Aries again. Anything else that the collective needs to know when it comes to these messages? 3 months, it's mutual. What? Hold on. So, something is happening in 3 months. Excuse me. You're going to accomplish a goal in 3 months. It's karmic. Another karmic reference. It's your destiny. Oh my God. What the fuck? Hold on. Wait, y'all. Wheel of Fortune. Something is your destiny. Something is meant to happen to you regardless of whatever somebody tries to do to like stop it, or whatever someone tries to do to get in the way. Somebody didn't want you to level up. Somebody, God dang, it's coming down, bitch. Somebody didn't want you to love yourself. And this is crazy because, you know, they talking about they're not going to be able to predict these hurricanes and this weather about to be crazy. God said, I'm back. You get what I'm saying? What's 3 months and it's mutual? Justice. Bitch. What the fuck? Seven of coins, pentacles, 10 of wands. Yeah, the investment that you're making into something right now is about to really pay off in 3 months, bitch. In 3 months, it's mutual. So somebody, when I made that card, it was about somebody feeling the same way as you, or somebody's feelings being similar to yours, having mutual feelings for each other, or having a mutual perspective, like being in alignment with someone perspective wise, or having similar frames of mind. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting justice for a lot of the work that you've had to do by yourself that you didn't have any help with, because that's what the 10 of wands is. It's a father who's searching for his daughter, but he searches by himself and he never accepts help, or he never feels like he can let someone help him. So he ends up like dying alone and never finds his daughter. And the 7 of coins is a card about rituals and like it's kind of like spiritual beliefs, but it's kind of more so the tangible things that you do, the work that you put in. Pumpkin, you staring at me, girl. What is it? It's like the work. Percy, why are y'all staring at me like that? And then Pumpkin looking away. What is going on? Percy, you be creeping me out when you do that, Pooh. What is it? It's the rain. Y'all scared of the rain? Don't be scared, stankies. It's my cats, y'all. I just looked up and they was both like laser focused on me, and that was creeping the fuck out of me. But no, it's like, okay, it's like things that you do to bring certain things into fruition, the sacrifices you make to the gods, pretty much, you know. And I feel like that's paying off, because it's like a burden that you've had for a really long time is being balanced out, because there's someone who has the same perspective as you who's coming into your life. This could just be support. One more card for the it's mutual in 3 months. Almost got choked up. It's mutual in 3 months. 2 of coins. Yeah. Chariot and the Hermit. Wow. I feel like, yeah, that's kind of what the energy that I was picking up on earlier. There's going to be a lot of fakes and phonies, you guys. Yep. I knew it. I knew this card was under there. That's why I looked. A really good opportunity is coming your way. Also, you may be getting a proposal. This could be marriage or business contractual. Yep. And I feel like that's why it kind of feels like business, because it feels like there's some type of success that you're entering into and people want a piece of you. Everybody wants a piece of you right now. This is crazy. And people are rushing in. But I also feel like there's someone here who doesn't want to see you like get taken advantage of in a way. And I feel like they're also watching, or they're also paying attention. One card for the it's karmic by itself. The 7 of Wands. So when I wrote that card, it's karmic, I was talking about something that was like a part of your destiny. Like, I don't look at karma as other people look at karma. I look at karma in a way where it's like in your DNA, in your genetic code, in your spiritual Akashic records. There are certain things that you have to rectify, you have to work through, you have to learn from, you have to do the work in this lifetime to basically balance out. And I feel like with the 7 of Wands, it's like you did the impossible, because you may have had a lot of karma that you had to like iron out. King of Coins and the 6 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you even put in more work. Like, we always talk about that karmic debt and karmic credit. I feel like you overpaid. Some of y'all are getting that tax return where you overpaid on your taxes in years past and you getting some money back. What's the 7 of Wands with the it's karmic? Yeah, and I feel like you're also protected from someone from your past who's karmic, who may be trying to be aggressive towards you. What's this 7 of Wands? Yeah, strength. Yeah, that's definitely, you're very determined. You it's like there's something that you were very determined to do, and because of that determination, that will, that grit, you're going to accomplish it, because it's like, I don't know, it's part of your destiny, child. Not a Wands and a Tower card. Yeah, you did something that everybody else was afraid to do. So that could also be just in general when it comes to like karma and the universe and balance and energy and spiritual things. Synchronicity. Like, when it comes to that type of stuff, you guys, you could have done something that was, it took a lot of strength. It took a lot of grit. It took a lot of will. I feel like people are observing something that you did that was very daring, or it was very like courageous. And that's the karma that you get from it. That's why this Justice card is here. And it could just be because you had a balanced perspective, and that's paying off in a situation. What's the this is your destiny? Yeah, Hangman. Page of Cups. King of Swords. What's the Hangman with the this is your destiny? Yeah, 7 of Swords. It came out reversed. Yeah, so this is a part of the process of how like all of this stuff has been unfolding from the beginning. Like, when it comes to your childhood or your innocence and how people have tried to like paint you out to be some crazy person. This is a part of like what your destiny is about when it comes to the changes or the impact that you're meant to make on the world during your lifetime. That's what it feels like. 9 of Wands and the 7 of Coins. See? Yep. Someone is nervous about what they've been doing. Let me just get y'all some advice. Ooh, child. And I feel like that's why somebody didn't want you to level up, because they either didn't want people to see who you truly are, or they didn't want you to get away from them, or they didn't see who it is that you truly are and they regret it, or they were trying to, like, I don't know, make you out to be something that you're not because it benefited them. What's the advice? Release deception. Release the deception, y'all. You're being guided to release the fear even too. Darkness. What's in the darkness? See, I feel like you're going to be guided through the darkness. And a lot of you guys are being advised to release the fear of the darkness, because it's like you fear that there's some type of deception in the darkness. And I feel like it's because you've experienced it before. Like you fear the unknown. Okay. And Spirit is telling you to release that, because actually there's something underneath the surface that's bubbling up or brewing up that's a part of the unknown that you should not fear. But it's like when you go into this darkness, you're thinking that these eyes are going to pop out of this cave and you're afraid to swim into it. But Spirit is saying like to let that go, because once you swim into it, your destiny is on the other side. So I hope that helps you guys. I don't know, child. I'm just reading the cards, bitch. This is what you need to know. Get your readings booked. The link is below. Check me out on Casey Nicole Speaks. Okay. Like and subscribe over there, you guys. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. I hope this helped you guys. And that's it. That's all. All right. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.